Hello, my name is Emma and my presentation for disease control methods is antibiotics in food sources. More specifically, the negative consequences of doing so. Antibiotics were of course designed for treatment in humans by killing all the harmful bacteria that cause disease. However, the agricultural community figured out the power of antibiotics and started to use these antibiotics in the 1940s inside of pigs, cows, and chickens. So this is a problem because now humans and animals are using the exact same antibiotics. So according to public health records, 24.6 million pounds of antibiotics are used in animals compared to 3 million pounds of antibiotics used in humans annually. So that's a very big difference. This also helps contribute to antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a form of natural selection where a bacteria gets a random mutation, and this random mutation may sometimes allow it to become resistant to an antibiotic. And because all of the other bacteria have already been killed, this one bacteria is allowed to keep on multiplying until all of its offspring are also antibiotic resistant. So the use of antibiotics contributes to it becoming less and less effective. Around 1 in 5 cases of resistant bacteria are food related. That is a very prevalent link.
My friend and I, we just wanted some chicken, so we went to the Johnson farm in Ohio, and yeah, we just got some chicken. I was really craving it. We just wanted some chicken tenders, no big deal. And then, so we go home, we eat some chicken. I didn't have a lot. I was really full, but man, she ate like a cow. She ate that chicken in under 15 minutes. A day after, she just started getting really sick. Like, you know when you get those knots in your stomach and you just start throwing up? She was just like one after one, like just, you know what I mean? Like it just kept coming out and I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, do I call a hospital? And I was like, I should. And she's like, no, but I did. So we went to the hospital and she's in there right now and she's, I don't know what's going on. They're trying to help her. I just hope she's okay. But like E. coli, man, it's so bad. The doctor said it was some antibiotic E. coli thingy. And yeah, it's just not good. And you know, when we were talking to the doctors, they said it was from the chicken. And I was like, I don't cook raw meat. Like, I don't know how this is going on. I'm a chef. I cook some good chicken. But apparently the Johnson farm, for them, weren't managing it properly. Like, they weren't using the biotic or whatever thingies properly, and like the chicken got sick, and then we get sick. It's not fair, you know?
To determine the exact cause of Rachel's friend's sickness, I visited the Johnson's farm in Ohio myself.
So, what's your name?
My name's Jake Johnson and my brother is Clyde Johnson.
How long have you been putting antibiotics on your farm for?
Antibiotics have been on our farm, I reckon, about 5 years.
And how did it start?
Well, I started a while back when the government, they reconciled that it was a good idea to put antibiotics in my chicken feed.
And how has it been working so far?
The first chickens were getting good, they're getting nice and plump.
Mm-hmm.
But now chickens are dropping dead left and right.
Oh dear, that's not good. Do you understand why?
I don't know what to do.
Anything else happen badly?
Actually, yeah. A couple months back, my cousin Skeeter dropped dead of antibiotic resistance too.
Oh dear.
Shut it, Clyde.
Interesting fact, some people around the world are starting to develop allergies to antibiotics. Around 1 in 15 people will develop an antibiotic allergy, usually with farmers because they're constantly surrounded by antibiotics on the farm while they're giving it to livestock.
How do the antibiotics get into the animals? Do you inject it into them, or?
Heck no, that's inhumane as heck. What we do, we take it right on out of the bucket and we just slop her right into the feed bucket. And we give it to all the animals, the healthy one, unhealthy animals.
Does it show any bad effects on the healthy animals?
Yeah, a couple. The chickens get a nasty diarrhea.
So, do you put antibiotics in anything else other than animals?
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Oh, I'll show you, for example. Right here I got a sprouting corn plant, and what I'll do is I'll go and just sprinkle a little bit of antibiotics on it, and I'll feed it to all the people. For example, mosquito here, I've been feeding him antibiotics for years. Look how healthy he is.
Is he normally like this?
Always, ever since I fed him antibiotics.
The Johnsons, as it turns out, are using the method that many other farmers across America and Canada have been using for years. They've been dumping in antibiotics in feed and letting the animals go to town. So this helps the animals grow faster, which is pretty much the point to why they dump a bunch of antibiotics inside the food. However, this has a lot of effects. One effect it can have on the animals is it reduces the good bacteria that the animals have in their gut, allowing more antibiotic-resistant infections to get into them and making them sick as well, which in turn makes the farmer make more antibiotics go into the feed, which then again makes the cycle go on and on and on.
So I'm really mad because we don't have health insurance and it's $20,000 and I want to go to culinary school to, make some better chicken, but like I don't have the money because we don't have health insurance. Now I have to pay all these stupid bills because the freaking Johnsons don't know how to take care of their chickens. And yeah, it's just, she's been in there for 20 days and like, I honestly don't know if she's gonna live or not. She could die from this. It's some serious stuff. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Treating resistant diseases is very difficult, obviously, because you can't use antibiotics with it. So this is a bit of a dilemma. Because of this issue, hospital stays are 6 to 12 days longer, and the medical expenses are between $18,000 to $30,000 per patient. These medical expenses cost $2 billion in the USA alone annually. Of course, the natural part of life is getting waste, and all this waste has to go somewhere. In animals, this waste can sometimes be put into the environment through fecal runoff. This fecal runoff can get into our water systems and kill many more people. This is a gigantic problem because not only is it in the food now, it's also in the water sources. According to the CDC, or the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, in the USA, 2 million people are infected with an antibiotic-resistant disease, and from those 2 million people, 23,000 people will die. That number is so much greater in places where they don't have proper health care, like in undeveloped countries. Worldwide, this is becoming a huge problem, and we have to do something to stop it, because if we don't, no antibiotics will be effective for treating diseases anymore. In a world without antibiotics, we are much less safe, and more people will die.
It's okay. Why was the chicken so good but so bad? It was a really good chicken.